Welcome back.
Hello from my side.
Hanna, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Still getting the hang of the new Step 5, and I think that's the theme for today as well. But how are you, Etienne?
Hey, I'm tired. I'm kind of tired. I don't know. A lot of stuff going on right now, but I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, as you said, we finally decided to talk about Z5 as well.
Yes, because we wanted to jump on the train.
The hype train. Because everybody was talking about, because like all the Z5 cards were revealed and we are still playing old, not even, I mean Yoda is not even a Z4 deck. I mean, I've never played Yoda, but there's no...
At least my Phasma was Z4 and something stays the same, you're losing, ho ho ho.
I guess so. So it's 1-0 in the new series. Yeah. But anyway, today we decided to talk about Z5 for a change.
Woo.
And we thought about what we should do, and we didn't want to make like a tier or legendary or whatever tier list, but we decided to like pick, I don't know, 11, 12, 10 to 12. I think you picked 11, I picked 12. Whatever.
Yes, I think so.
A couple cards that we just want to talk about, that we find disappointing, bad, good, the best cards in the game. So we talked about what kind of, I mean, we didn't want to make the, like I said, the normal tier list, but we wanted to do some kind of tier list. So we came up with some random ass tiers.
But I think they are interesting at least.
I mean, it gives us a reason to like talk about each of the card, right? It's not just like, oh, is this card good or bad? But anyway, let's go through the tiers. So the first one is, I mean, you have to include some kind of tier like that. Simply the best card.
Yeah, and that's our opinion. I think I picked 3 cards for this tier because I had actually no idea what to pick. Or at least I thought about several cards, so I picked 3.
I have 2. I think I have 2 cards. I think my definite best cards are, or my simply best cards are definite. They're like the best in the set. No, I mean, one is more or less kind of like a joke. The other one is whatever, we can talk about it. So the second tier list is, because we want to talk about leaders, just like the best leader is probably the most boring tier of them all. I think my favorite tier is the most expensive rare. I think that's a fun tier. That's like, it's not, I mean, legendaries can be bad as well, right? We have all seen that. Or it's like they're good. I don't know, like the Sabine's Masterpiece or the Luke of the Last Set. It's like, they're rares. They should be in the boosters every now and then, but they're not. They feel like they're legendaries more or less. They're good. You want them 3 times in your deck. But all of a sudden they cost more than like other legendaries. I think that's a fun tier.
Yeah, but I don't want to spoil it. But for me, the most expensive rare is a card that I have in another tier here.
I guess that's okay. But can we? I mean, I don't have. I mean, we'll see. I don't have.
Oh, you don't have 2.
I don't have 2 pictures in there. Just letting you know. Yeah. Oh well, we'll see what we do.
Yes.
I think bad but fun is a fun tier as well.
Yeah, I think that was the most interesting one for me. I think because it's so random at this stage of the set, because we played it a little bit, let's say, but not that much. So it's really random, and I think my bad but fun will be so wrong in the end. But we will see.
Yeah, I think my. I mean, you probably know. I go with sympathy oftentimes. And if a card is just not, I know, sympathetic is probably the wrong word, but it's like it doesn't appeal to me. I just think it's probably bad. So the next tier, I like it as well, is the cheapest legendary. Like the legendary, I feel like it's the legendary that you open. I mean, that's what Patrick says all the time. Like the legendary that you open like 35 times in a set, and you can only like sell it for like $1 or something. Because it's a bad one. I mean, I feel like usually those legendaries are events, but I'm wondering what you have in here.
Yes, and I already have an idea, if I look at the cards, which one will be there from your side.
And then the last one is just simply disappointing. And I think that the fun part with disappointing is not just like it's a bad card because bad cards you can like find a lot of bad cards, but it goes kind of like in the bad but fun category, but it's probably as of now we've not played that much, but it's not even fun to play that card.
No, it's just bad. That's
Yeah.
and for me it was also interesting to look at the artwork, and this also
That's a
was an
good one.
important aspect in the disappointing tier. And also disappointing is that the letter G is
Yeah.
not in the same
No.
area.
Yeah, so it's so the tier is actually called disappointing G. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
think
was on
there,
purpose,
no
of
one
course.
would have seen it. Sure,
That was of course
as
on
always with our technical issues, always on
That's
purpose.
okay. I think my disappointing card. This is going to be so personal. My disappointing card is going to. So many people are not going to agree with it. I don't think you're going to agree with it. It's like, but I feel like I hope it makes sense what I'm thinking about the card, but we'll see. So
Yes, interesting.
what we're doing. So I randomize the cards, but we start with one of mine and then one of yours, mine. And then I show the card, and then we let the other one guess in which tier list the other one puts it, and then we talk about it a little bit. Is that okay with you?
Yes, that's interesting.
So let's start. First one,
Oh.
Ahsoka Tano, leader. It's mine. What do you think?
Yeah, I know you have a lot of sympathy for Ahsoka, so it sure isn't disappointing or also bad but fun. I think you did put it in the best leader, but actually I have my doubts about it.
Yeah, I put it in disappointing. I don't know.
What? Who are you? What are you
No, but
doing?
disappointing is
Where
like
is my
I
Etienne?
was looking forward for a good Ahsoka Tano, and it's like I just don't see it. It's like first of all I was like, yeah, it's a 6 deploy. She does kind of like what Chewie used to do. But the thing that annoys me is you need it's an action. That annoys me. It's an action that you have to use to give a unit sentinel. And it's not like Chewie
Yeah,
where you tap it and then you play something. Of course you can only play something
yeah.
that costs like 3 or whatever. I think it's going to be bad. I mean, I don't even think it's going to be fun because I don't know what to. I mean, of course, I'm going to play her, and I
Oh,
like Ahsoka Tano so much, but I don't think it's going to be like fun to experiment with. It's like you need to play something
oh,
and then you give it Sentinel. It's like I mean, you're never going to have initiative. There's never going to never. It's not going to be a Sentinel around in the when the other guy has initiative. I think it's bad.
yeah, and also the stats of her for a 6 cost leader, 5/6. It's just
I
bad,
think I think
my
five is
opinion.
okay. I think
Yeah, but 6.
yeah, I guess. I mean, at least it's not five, whatever. But yeah, I agree. But I think it's especially the ability is just like I don't know what to do with her.
Yeah, and
Uh,
she's not aggro. She's not
no,
in for the long game.
no.
So it really doesn't make that much sense, in my opinion, as well.
I mean, once she's out on attack, you give a friendly unit sentinel. That's more
Yeah.
interesting. But the beginning is just like, well, I need an action. Can I not just play? First, I was really like in the Chewie team. As like, I mean, Chewie is fun to play with. And I was like, yeah, she deploys a turn earlier. She does more or less the same thing. But I was like, it's an action that I think that's gonna be bad.
Yeah, fair enough. I agree.
Yeah,
And I'm happy that you didn't go with the sympathy so much.
yeah. I mean, the sympathy goes into disappointing, right? I mean, I was
Oh,
like looking forward for us. I think this Ahsoka Tano from set 2, I think it is all right. I mean, she's not the best. I mean, she doesn't beat Sabine, sadly, but I would have
yeah.
wished for a
But
Ahsoka Tano that.
but I think you won a store, not a store showdown, but a
Yeah,
store tournament with Ahsoka. So
yeah.
it was okay. But it was also
Oh yeah, I beat you. I
you.
beat you in the finals, right? Right? I think. Yeah. I think we were in the
We
finals or
what?
like in the last round, top table or
Yeah,
something.
possible. Yeah,
And then I think
yeah.
you had Anakin. It was like a fun Anakin against Ahsoka game or whatever. And
Yeah,
then I just
possible.
ECL'd out all the records and poles of the world. It's just a Sabine deck.
You see how he remembers all the wins against me.
They're so rare. Anyway, card number 2.
Yes,
Vader.
that's my pick.
I like the. Do you know the artwork? I like the artwork. That's pretty much all
Yeah.
I like. I like about the card.
It's badass.
It's from. I hope in the hyperspace form the card is gonna be like you will see the TIE advanced more like clearly because he's standing on his TIE advanced and he's all about to like attack Ezra and it's from Rebels season 4 or something. And it's a cool scene. I mean, he is, and nobody knows. It's like, I'm going to have the high ground by standing on my TIE Advanced. I'm going to use the Force to, I mean, probably the TIE Advanced is just flying by itself. But it's fun that he's like
I have
standing.
no idea what you're talking
He's
about, but I'm happy that I know the name.
He's standing on the TIE Advanced. Whatever. I think it's going to be your best card.
Yes, one of the best cards.
Oh, yeah, you
yes.
have multiple.
And yes, I have multiple there, and I think even if you don't ECL him out or timely him out, I think his stats are better than Ahsoka Thanos. Sure, he's a 5/6, but he has a great when played effect in my opinion. Because if you are in the ground arena and your enemy is on the space arena, you just put a shield on the space unit and on the ground unit, and it doesn't really matter that much for you, because on the next attack, if he still lives, you can just destroy the enemy space unit.
I just somehow don't agree. I don't know. You know it.
Yeah, I think the best move is surely if you have ECL or whatever, or timely or whatever, you ECL him out. You can kill 2 units.
Oh. No, I
still have Vader with a 5/6 without any damage.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think with ECL he's going to be insane. With ECL, I don't think the timely a turn later, if you're lucky on 7, when you don't have timely in your resources but in your hand, I think that when you get lucky enough to do that, yes, sure. I think with ECL he's amazing. He's going to be crazy. But I think the situation where you have to have like, if you want the value in this turn, you need to have like 2 units or 1 unit out that is ready to attack. Yeah. That gets the shield, that destroys something without being destroyed or getting damaged. So he needs a unit that like dies immediately because you're like, and then the entire, if you just give a shield, it's the Lompike thing. I think he's called Lompike, where you give a shield to your space unit and then on my ground unit. So I give the shield, on my side, I give the shield to the more contested area, and on your side, I give it to where I don't have any units. You know, it's just slow. You waylay, you vanquish, you power of the dark side unit so many times that it's just like, you have a shield, oh cool. And then a 5/6 for 6 is, in my opinion, not the greatest stat line. And then you don't get any value from the when played when you don't ECL it out, except for the situation where you have the, oh, my unit is gonna take care or is going to value that shield so much because he can kill something, but he's not going to die. I think it's going to be so situational. But I think with ECL, like you said, ECL, any ambush, he's going to be insane. I agree.
Yeah. And I think also a shield on a leader unit can be just so insane.
I guess that's true. I guess
So, I think, and I tested it a little bit, and when I had Vader in my hand, I always played it, and I think because I can decide where to put the shields, it made it much stronger and gave me an advantage. But yeah, it's good if you don't agree.
But you always played it with ECL, or did you just like put it out there?
Also just put it out there, just chilling, hanging around, whatever.
On his TIE Advanced.
yeah, on his TIE Advanced.
I'm going to show you the picture at some point. You know,
because I think you have to get rid of him when he's out.
I guess so, maybe, yeah. No, I guess so.
But yeah, we will see how it turns out.
Next one. Babu Frik.
Babu Frik, I have to type it in because I have no idea
what he can do. Action, tap this unit. It's a 1/4. You may attack with a friendly droid unit. For this attack, it deals damage equal to equal to its remaining HP instead of its power. So C3PO.
And it's a rare.
Is that important for this tier list?
Yeah, if you put it on the most expensive rare card, but I hardly think so.
What do you think?
I don't know. I bad but fun.
Yes. No, I mean the reason for it, and I like the unit. I think it's not gonna happen this set at all. Maybe at some point it's gonna happen. I'm still waiting for a droid deck, right? I mean, you put I don't know, you put him out and an R2 unit, either one, and then you attack with R2 for 4. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, and then clearly you need more units and cards that can like value droids and droid synergies and stuff. But I think it's not his set. I don't know why he's in the Legends of the Force, because he's not a Force unit. There's not many droids in there. But I saw him, I was like thinking, I mean, attacking with R2 or C3PO. I mean, C3PO doesn't work because it costs 2 on the first turn. But attacking with them for 4 sounds like fun. It's thematic. Babu Frik is good with droids and everything.
But still, I think too slow, too expensive, better other options, and it's so situational because, as you mentioned, there are not many droids, and that you draw R2 and Babu at the same time, I think it's rather uncommon. But yeah.
Hey, there's so many droids, one cost, right? I mean, BB-8, R2. I mean, of course, it's going to be one card in the deck that can do something for you, but probably you don't want to you don't want this to be your win condition, probably. I agree.
No, probably not. And you have to use 3 cards that you can't use anywhere else. So
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, I think it's just bad, but yeah, I can agree if you say it's also a little bit fun to attack with R2 for 4 or whatever.
It's bad but fun, right? I mean, I'm saying it's bad.
Yeah, sure. Sure, I can agree.
But I like the idea. I think the idea goes way against what the set is doing. I don't know why it's in this set, but I thought it was a fun idea. Next one.
Okay, yeah.
Is Eeth Koth a rare? I mean, that's gonna be a most expensive rare.
Yes, that's okay, but actually I have him on 2.
Simply the best card?
Tiers. Yep.
Which one should I put it?
And also, yeah, I think put it on the most expensive rare. I think it makes more sense. Yeah, I think it's the hard counter against all the control-y villainy stuff. With the super laser technician, I don't think it's quite as good as the super laser technician, because the super laser is out quite earlier and you don't have to have a force token or whatever. But I think it's great. It's a 4-cost unit. It is 5/4 stats are 5/4, and I think 5/4 is great for a 4-cost unit, in my opinion. And then you just have an insane, in my opinion, effect, especially for you if you play Yoda, or me if I play, I don't know, Mace Command. I don't know. Maybe I can, because you have so many force units with also, so you can use force throw, etc. And it just helps you tremendously, in my opinion, if you can put out your leader 1 turn earlier, and you still have something to attack with, because with 5 damage you can destroy more or less every 4-cost unit, and you just have also a big benefit out of it if you attack and if you have a force token. So for me, I think, in my opinion right now, it will be in more or less every not aggro heroism command deck.
Yeah. I mean, I can agree with that. If you would have put it in simply the best card, I would probably disagree, because the thing I have with cards like that is there's no clear, and I'm not saying that's bad, but it makes it, like you said, it makes it less strong than the super laser technician, right? The super laser technician, there's a situation where you put him out, and I'm gonna say and you don't play Palpatine, let's say, or Vader, the old one, and I just play space unit, and I'm like, you don't control anymore when you get the resource, and that's I feel like it's bad in so many decks, like just the idea of, oh, I could ramp, but I'm not entirely sure when. It's not entirely me that controls when I ramp, so I'm not entirely sure what I should keep in my hand and not what I resource and not. Makes this card, in my opinion, much less strong than the Super Laser Technician. And the Super Laser, the Super Laser Technician, you play it down at 3, and in so many decks, especially when you play Palpatine or whatever, or Vader, next turn I'm gonna have 4 resources or 5 resources even, because I'm sure I can destroy him. Of course, he can get waylaid or traitorous, even worse. And then that's bad, yes. But
no, traitorous won't work.
Yeah, with him not, yeah, but with the Super Laser Technique.
Yeah, sure.
And here it's just like I mean, yeah, it seems like if you really want to have the Force with you, it seems quite possible to do that. And then yes, I can ramp, but it's like I don't to 100%. It's like Spark of Hope. Like Spark of Hope is like great, but also can I control when I want to ramp? I want to ramp like on the 6 resource turn when I go into Yoda. I don't want to resource on the 5 resource turn, because what am I gonna do next? But I agree. I think it's gonna be an expensive rare for sure. I agree. But I don't think it's gonna be that amazing.
I still think so. Also because of the not the keywords, the Force Jedi Republic, and Force will be so strong with all the Force cards. So, in my opinion, I think I will use him a lot.
I can see that. Now I see that the next one is. Oh no, the next one is mine.
Also mine.
No, it's mine. Always 2. What do you think?
Which one?
Always 2.
Because
Oh, you don't see the unit. Choose 2 friendly Sith units. If you do, give 2 shield tokens and 2 experience tokens to each chosen unit. Defeat all other friendly units. Legendary.
Yeah, I think because you mentioned it like that, it will be the cheapest legendary, and I would also put it on bad but fun.
That's a card. That's a card I mentioned before that I can still decide what I want to do with it. I originally had it. I'm just gonna put it where I originally had
bad
it.
But fun.
In bad but fun. Yeah, I think it's thematic. I think it should be that you have to kill other units. Like there's only 2 of us and they're like killing all the others. But I mean, most of the time you're just gonna have 2 units left. It's not gonna work most of the time. I don't know. There's not that many Sith units in there yet. I mean, of course, with the new set, there's gonna be enough probably.
With the new set, yeah, I think there are quite some Sith units, and also with the leaders.
I guess so.
Some leaders that are interesting.
So I feel like it's a fun card to play with. 2 shields, I don't know. 2 shields, in some matchups, having 2 shields is amazing. In some matchups, having 2 shields is the exact same as having no shield at all. Having like 5 damage on the unit. And 2 experience is the same thing. I mean, in some matchups, it's going to be amazing. But I think it's going to be so situational. It's going to be tough to build a deck around it. But I think it's fun.
Yeah, but I think with the new Darth Maul that I will play a lot, just saying this right now, because I really like Maul, I think it can be quite interesting, because if you put out your leader, you most likely have another Sith unit, probably 2 Darth Mauls, that would be just sexy, and just put this card and defeat all other friendly units. I think this won't matter that much, because in most games you don't have a lot of other units on the board.
I agree.
So I wouldn't say it's bad. I think it's still interesting and fun.
Yeah.
Be my category where I put it.
Yeah, I think in contrast to Babu Frik, I think this card is more on the fun part of the tier than bad. I still think it might be bad, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think it's going to have some value in some decks. And I
Me
mean,
too.
4 shields is just insane. Yeah. I mean, 4 shields and 4 experience, right? For 4.
Yeah.
That's not bad. So, next one.
Interesting is that you don't have to have a force token. I
Yeah.
think that makes it a little bit better. Yes. Next one.
Your turn.
It's my
Oh,
card.
yeah, you, you,
It's
you,
Anakin.
you only talked well about him, so I'm gonna put it in best leader. Or is it simply the best card? No, it's gonna be best leader.
No, no, best leader. Best
I have
leader.
not played him so far. Why do you think he's so
That's
good?
I only played him with the blue, with vigilance,
Yeah.
and I think it is so interesting, especially with also the new Anakin ground unit, the 5 cost is it, because you most likely have at turn 4 with 5 resources like a little Luke, let's say, because in most games I played Anakin, you had in your discard pile a villainy and a heroism card, and so you put out Anakin ground unit if you have it, and just you can do -3, -3, -3, -3.
Yeah.
So you have a -6, and then you can also put out Anakin. On next turn you have like let's say a barrage that could be interesting to play. Also other cards from the villainy aspect. I think right now it's great, especially because he's out on turn
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
And
I mean, you advertised Anakin unit so much, right, that we may see later on as well. I don't know if he, and I guess Anakin unit and Anakin leader are going together so well, so it's probably tough to like talk about them independently. And I agree, the deploy at 5 and then a 4/6 is not that bad.
and you can also play it, let's say, with aggression. I think it could be also very interesting because you have also interesting non-unique cards. Um, Also from aggression, even though it doesn't really matter because it just has to be villainy. Yeah, in my opinion, this is one of the most interesting cards, especially when we saw also in the last set that also some the how was the base called, the non-aspect base, Lake
Lake
Country,
Country, yeah.
that
That one
this
one
was
aspect
also
works.
in,
Yeah.
yeah, that one aspect works. So yeah, and it's still, you still only have one aspect, but because you can use all the villainy non-unique cards, you have several options to use.
Yeah.
Sure, a barrage on a 4/6 or on Anakin unit, it's just great.
I agree. I mean, I find him interesting. We'll see how well he does. I see him
Yeah,
being good. Next one, Ezra Bridger. Where did I put him?
that's an it. I think this may be your best card.
No,
Come on!
no.
I think he might be quite interesting.
All my cards are in the same tier so far, almost.
Really bad, but fun.
Hey, I'm still not a believer. I Here is my issue with Spectres. I think he's good. I think I'm gonna play him. I'm gonna enjoy him. I think he's a good one. Maybe the creature thingy saves him. That I have not tried so far. I mean, all the wolves of this world that are in the set now. But the thing with Spectres is, in my opinion, that I think, and people are not gonna agree with that, I think Hera is still the best Spectre leader because you get to play all the Spectre cards.
Yeah, fair.
And I think Kanan, his ability is much better, of course. But you lose so many good Spectre cards. And yes, blue is probably this. I mean, is blue the strongest? It's probably the strongest card with the 5 cost ghost with Ezra Bridger now. Kanan, the leader, is quite alright. I agree. He can be strong. But you still lose on like the Sabine. I mean, yeah, you can play with red, of course, and you get the Sabine, but I don't know. Maybe it works nowadays. I looked up the blue specters. There's still not that many specters out there if you cannot
Yeah,
play all the aspects.
yeah.
I don't know.
There are not
I
that many creature units
yeah.
because I'm just checking right now how many creatures we have.
I mean, probably there's enough to make a deck. I don't know if it's enough
Yeah,
to make like a competitive deck that you want to be able to play all those units by itself. I mean, not by itself, but like no matter what's gonna follow. 3-5, of course, there's nothing wrong with 3-5. It's the average. It's the more or less
yeah,
normal 3 cost unit nowadays. You might give an experience token is a great ability. Of course, it works with the Sabine Masterpiece. They both cost 3. That kind of sucks, but whatever.
uh,
I don't know if there's Spectres cards that cost 2 if you don't think about Sabine. I mean, the Chopper is a Spectre as well. I mean, maybe it
but
works,
yeah.
but I still don't see it.
Yeah,
I
the point is, I think if you compare 3-5 are great stats. If you look at Cashin, he's also 3-5 and has no other action. Let's say, sure, you can smuggle him. That's great. I give this, but 3-5 it's great. And in most, let's say, if you have the perfect line with Kanan, or also if you play aggression with this Ezra, you can put Sabine out, play Ezra, or play Ezra if you play cunning aspect. I think it may be
Hmm.
interesting, and don't think it's the best card, but in my opinion, I would have ranked it if we would have done a normal tier list on A, low A, let's
What?
say.
I
But yeah,
I mean, again, I think this is more on the fun part because I like Spectres, I like Ezra, I like playing Hera, and I'm gonna like playing Kanan. But I feel like, and that's where the bad comes in. I feel like also this card and also this set is not gonna make them competitive. That's
yeah,
how I feel about it. But I don't think he's bad. If it came
no.
across me thinking he's bad, I don't think he's bad. I just think
But you put it in the
yeah,
tier
I know,
bad,
but it's
but
it's
fun.
again, it's on the fun part. It's like I think it's gonna be a unit that you like think about playing, putting in your deck. It's not like an auto put it in your deck and like. But I think it's gonna have specters and creatures, of course. If not, it's not gonna make sense. And I don't think we're there yet, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Next one, the legacy run. I think that's gonna be cheapest legendary.
Yes. No.
What?
I had it also there, but yes, I put it in disappointing. Just disappointing because I really don't like the artwork,
Yeah,
what I
that's
mentioned
true.
before. It just looks, I don't know, stupid. Yeah, I can't. And then you don't
Yeah.
want to pay 5 resources for 3/3. Sure, it can be interesting if you can deal 6 damage when he's defeated, but it's so situational,
Yeah.
and your enemy can counter it so easily. And if you don't have, if the enemy don't have a space unit, it's just chilling there doing 3 damage or whatever on the base for 5. I think it's just bad and
Yeah.
therefore disappointing. And to Patrick, and also the artwork with Ario Murti. Huh?
I think
But that's an
I
insider.
think I think I think you're just gonna like defeat it without units out, right? It's like
Yeah, yeah, sure. It's yeah. In my opinion, it's so bad.
I agree. I mean, but you can maybe put upgrades on there and then like no, but I agree. I mean, you have to play around it. You have to like know what you have on the board when you defeat it. If it gets big, you have to defeat it. Oh, I mean, but I agree. It's not the best card. So my turn. Yaddle.
Yes, and I think I know this quite well. It's for you. It's simply the best card.
No, it's not.
What really?
No, I don't think so. I think there's gonna be another one in this tier list that is gonna be fill the same spot more or less, but I think it's maybe even better. No, I have it in
Yeah.
most expensive rare.
Yeah, fair point.
I think it's gonna be a great unit, especially with all the force
Right.
throw decks. It's like a 2/4 restore one. I think the on attack each other friendly Jedi, because Jedi is not the biggest trade so far. You're gonna probably have more Jedis even earlier on from now on with the new set, but even then I don't think there's gonna be so many Jedis that early around. So, but whatever. If you get to attack and have another Jedi out, he gets to restore one as well. But I mean, 2/4, it's finally a unit, but the thing is, there's other units that you want to put out there that are 2 costs that enable you force throw on the next turn as well, and we're going to talk about one of them later on. But I think it's a great card. It's
Yeah.
like play Yaddle turn 1, play Yoda turn 2. That's great start. Restore. You have restore. You have 8 health and restore 3 on the ground and 2 force units. That,
Yeah, I think it's crazy.
that sounds quite alright, but we'll see.
And as you can see, I have also a Yaddle there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if we will already talk about my Yaddle or talk about it later. I don't know.
I mean, it
What
depends. You
makes
have it
sense?
in the same list, same
Oh,
tier. No, then let's talk about it later
I
on.
okay. Yeah, good.
What's up next? Kylo. I have no idea. And where is Kylo anyway? I have no idea where you put him. So he's a leader. When deploy, play any number of upgrades from your discard. I think it's gonna be disappointing.
No, no.
Bad but
I
fun.
have it. Yes,
I mean,
yes,
yeah, I can
exactly.
see that.
Uh, I just think you can counter him so easily with all the upgrade hate we had in set 4 because all of the pilot stuff, and therefore
Bam.
and sure, if you have several upgrades, you need a lot of let's say disabling fang fighters or
just
confiscate
play
or
just play
whatever.
bamboozle.
Yeah, or just play bamboozle, and yeah, it just sucks. So he's so, how do you call it, fragile,
Yeah.
because you can counter him so easily. Sure, to draw a card is fun when he's not out, but also his stats.
Yeah, that's
Then
crazy.
you don't have any upgrades, or all the upgrades, or the upgrade you can put on him when he's deployed is defeated. He's just a 5/5 for 7.
Yeah, that's
Sure,
crazy.
he has Sentinel, but
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah,
That's
I,
bad.
I really don't see it that he's in any way good. So that's why. But I think when it works, when he comes out and has, let's say, three upgrades
Yeah.
on it, and the enemy doesn't have anything to counter it, then I think it's fun. Therefore, it's bad but fun.
Is this gonna be your new Chewbacca? Are you just gonna like, I want to make this work?
Let's see. I think it's too exhausting.
It never works,
Uh,
but I want to make it
yeah,
work.
yeah.
Up next, As I Have Foreseen.
Wait. As I
Look at the top card of your deck. You may use the Force. If you do, play that card. It costs 4 less, and it costs 1. So you play the card for 1 less.
and it's a rare.
It's a rare, yes.
But I best card for you, because I know that you like all the stuff with Yoda that you can put out early, and I think yeah, 4 less is crazy. So I think
It,
Yoda. What am I telling? It's
I
villainy.
mean, it's 3 less, and if you would have more options to actually look at the top card or like put some
Yeah.
card on top in villainy, in cunning villainy, then I would probably consider putting it the simply best card. But I have it at most expensive rare.
Okay.
I think it's gonna
Interesting.
cost something. I think the one idea that I have. Tell me what you think about it. You play with Thrawn.
Yeah.
You see,
Interesting.
it's
Yeah.
even worse than Yoda, right? You see every card. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, I don't need to see your card, but you see your card every time. Of course, it costs when you want to do the tapping thing, but you just don't want to do. You just want to see the card, and it costs just 3 less, right? I mean, yeah, you need to have a base. I mean, because Throne is probably not going to be the best force using deck, whatever. But you need some kind of base that you easily can make have the force with you. But then it's just like, And the one that it works as well is Inferno 4, of course, where you like look at the card,
Yeah.
but it's just when destroyed, so you need to like take care of that
Yeah.
somehow. But other than that, there's not so many options in
Also when played.
Cunning Villainy.
Yeah,
but when played is
interesting on turn 2.
when played you have already played 2. I mean, maybe later on, but later on it's bad as well. I think when there would be more options to actually do this, then it would be even better. It was in bad but fun for a while, but then I saw Thrawn and I was like, yeah, like, why not? Let's try it.
Yeah, but I don't think Thrawn is a good leader, let's say, and he's not really fast, so I don't know if you really want to have a strong unit out early. Yeah, I would rather had it. Yeah, if it would be a heroism card, I think it would be crazy.
I agree. I also like the artwork. I think the artwork is gonna make it more expensive as well.
Yeah, fair point.
So that also plays into consideration, especially in hyperspace.
The artwork.
It's Axel Hot.
The Axel.
Just for
the Axel.
Next one, Supremacy. That's an easy one, I think. Cheapest legendary.
No.
What?
No.
What?
I have it, yeah, but it's fair. Yeah,
disappointing.
You could put it anywhere. You could put it in disappointing, cheapest legendary, or bad.
I guess I see the fun part in there. That's true. I see the fun part in there.
I have it then bad but fun.
I mean, come on. It's like the ties that you get like on turn 15. You put down in 17 units and you get 2 ties additionally. I mean, yeah, it's fun.
And also, if you have the Clone Combat Squadron out, and then you put the Supremacy, and then you have, I don't know, a 15 space unit out.
Oh my god,
So I think it could be fun, but I think it will never happen.
I think I was sure it's going to be disappointing. No, in cheapest legendary. I mean, the thing is with cheapest legendaries, legendary units are not that cheap, are not as cheap, I feel like, than events. What is my cheapest legendary now? Did it already come?
No,
oh yeah, mine is already. Yeah, mine is coming up. So next one.
Anakin.
No.
Best card. No.
It's that one. It's the Secretive Sage.
Which one?
It's the Secretive Sage. All of a sudden, it's not the order that you have on the bottom anymore. Secretive Sage is
shielded
simply shielded 2/2, blue, and has the Force tag.
Force. I think it's a better. How is the cunning 2/2?
Oh yeah, yeah, I know which one.
You're so bad. Yeah, I think it's a great card.
I have it as
shielded 2/2 with Force. It's fantastic.
I have it as simply the best card.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, actually, I think it's a fair point.
I think the shielded is crazy. I think I mean, up against I have it. Of course, I have it in simply the best card as a joke to some extent as well, because it's like it's a what is it? It's a common card. But it's like it's exactly I mean, Yaddle is great as well. But it's exactly in blue the card that I was waiting for so long in the Yoda deck, like, and especially Yoda Red. I mean, of course you can play Sabine. Sabine is a great card, but the Force shielded 2/2. I think it's crazy.
But would you play the Secretive Sage, Sage?
Sage, yeah.
Or Yaddle if you had both cards in hand? Or is it situational for you? Because in my opinion, I would always prefer Yaddle. And that's why I know, spoil it. That's why I put Yaddle in simply the best card.
Nice. I like this one actually. I was thinking about that as well, but I think the shield can be crazy. I think it's situational. I think if you start out with both, I think against aggro, I guess to some extent they're both kind of bad. I mean, the restore one is probably better. They both attack probably twice. Hey, it's tough. I don't know. I think I would much rather play an upgrade on a shielded unit somehow. I don't know why. Even though I,
But you have to see, Yaddle is also Jedi,
yeah,
so
yeah, I
you
agreed.
can put a Jedi lightsaber on it or whatever.
Yeah,
And
especially the,
that's what makes it,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But I think the shielded 2/4. I think the shielded is in some situations just great because there's still many. I mean, Krennic, right? I mean, Krennic. You play Krennic. You
Yeah.
play the yellow. What is it called? The crafty smuggler.
The smuggler crafty, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the shield is just you play all those cards, and the crafty smuggler is pretty much the 2-drop in all the cunning decks, right?
Yeah.
It's not the best card, but it's like it's there, it's gonna come, it's gonna be annoying because it's gonna eat 2 attacks. It's the same with Krennic.
Yeah. And it's also interesting because of the underworld.
Yeah. But I don't know.
With
I
Bane.
think you have a point. I think Yaddle is for me more fun to play, of course, because it's like I like unique cards. I like cards that have like restore and everything. But I think it's fun to put him on
Yeah,
the
no,
best card.
yeah. Fair point. I think it's a great card, but I still think Yaddle would be my choice to go.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably right.
But,
So next
yeah,
one.
but the
Sorry.
interesting stuff is that you can put the Sage also in a villainy deck.
Yeah.
I think that makes it also interesting. But yeah, next card.
Jedi Conular.
That's
Hey, it's not a rare. It's a good card. I think it's one of the simply best cards.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but I don't know. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think as mentioned before, it's so interesting to play units earlier than they are supposed to be played. Let's say, sure, you have the force token, but with all the new bases, it's interesting. And also an interesting thing is that he has force and Jedi,
Yeah.
or there is force and Jedi. So I think this makes this very very interesting. And yeah,
I agree.
I think in my opinion, it's a better alliance dispatcher.
Yeah. Is the Alliance Dispatcher? It's oh no, you give it shield. It costs 1. It's a 1/2,
Yeah, and
and then you
then
give it shield
Luke
with
give
Luke.
him a
Yeah, yeah.
shield. Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
it's
but
yeah, sure,
but
sure.
it pretty much only works in the Luke deck because
Yeah,
it dies
yeah,
against pretty much everything else.
yeah.
I agree. I mean, it's toolless as well, right? I mean, toolless is crazy, right? It's action,
Which two less? Yeah,
play a unit, and it
two less.
costs
Yeah,
toolless. I mean, I think it's crazy as well. I think the
yeah,
issue I have with those, but maybe I'm not built to like play those decks. It's always like you need to have both options in hand, and you always need to like consider what happens if he gets to have initiative, to not have initiative. What happens if he actually gets killed or whatever. But I think he's strong. He's strong for sure. I think green heroism gets some new tools in this set.
yeah. A lot of new tools
It's
actually.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Next one, Anakin. What do you think?
Wait, it's a legendary, is it?
Yep.
So it's the no. It has to be the best card, I think.
Yeah, I think he's strong. I,
Yeah,
I, I think I wanted to put one legendary as the best card. I don't necessarily think he's like the best ever, but I think he's better. And I think not only in the Anakin deck where you play heroism and villainy. I think even if you only get the -3/-3, that's already not that bad. I think 5/7 is okay. But in the Anakin deck, he's going to be insane, of course. I think he's.
and sorry, I think earlier I mentioned that he cost 5. Did I?
Yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah.
think I did. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, he's the 6 cost unit. But still, it's a great card.
I think, like you said with Anakin leader, you said like Anakin unit makes him that much stronger. I think it
Yeah,
goes the other way around as well. in the Anakin deck, he's gonna be insane. I mean, it's like you said, it's a mini Luke. If you can follow that up in the next turn with the Luke, then it's just like you just gave units -12, -12 in 2 turns. And yeah, I think of course in the non-Anakin decks, I mean it probably works with Palpatine as well, right? But a little more complicated. He's still going to be good, but not as amazing. But I think it's.
But don't you think he can also be interesting in the villainy deck, other than Palpatine?
Or... Yeah, sure. I mean it's exactly the same card, right? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. What disturbs me a little bit is that he looks like a Final Fantasy artwork, or I don't know, with all the shiny stuff. But yeah, I think that's.
I like it.
Yeah, either you like it or you don't.
So
interesting.
You're Yaddle. So you said you have it on.
Yes, I think we already talked about Yaddle a lot.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. When he was revealed, I was so excited to put him in the Yoda deck. Yeah, he's cool. She is cool. She's great.
That could have been me, huh?
Next one.
Which one?
Yoda. I'm scared with Yoda.
What is...
When played, you may use the Force. If you do, heal 5 damage from a base. And then when you use the Force, so whenever you may deal damage to a unit equal to twice the number of units you control.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm too harsh, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know.
I see. I see why you put it at disappointing.
I was like, you know, it's Yoda, and I think a lot of people are waiting on like an 8-drop Yoda. You know, Yoda in his prime and whatever, and he's about to fight whoever it is, I guess Dooku. I mean, yeah, healing 5, I mean, is not bad, but... And also I don't think you're gonna have a swarm. I don't think you're gonna deal like 17 damage to a unit when you use the Force, but yeah, you're gonna have him around, maybe a second unit, so that's already 4 damage. That's, I guess, not bad. But is that really... I mean, and you can do that when you put him down, right? You play him, you use the Force, you heal 5, and then you do the damage. So maybe you heal 5 and deal 4 damage to unit. I mean, I guess that's not bad.
And I think I played a lot against you, Yoda, and I think the redemption was also always the point that you may shift the game. So right now you have a second unit that can have an immediate impact with healing some damage to give you some air. So yeah, probably it's okay-ish in some kind of decks like Yoda, where you really have to have something on turn 6 or 7 to get some air because you can heal something. But yeah, I think it's expensive, 8 for this.
I mean, yeah, I mean the 5 healing. I was always thinking like 5 is not that much less than 8, and you can decide to heal 5 with the redemption. But then, like, the redemption is a 6/9, he's a 5/9. I guess that's not. I mean, it's not a big difference. And yes, you get probably to destroy something when you're lucky enough, when you have 2 units out and the other one has a unit out with 4 HP. You get to destroy something. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but I was looking for something else to some extent when an 8-drop Yoda was coming out.
I think a Restore 2 is missing on this card.
Hey, that would... I was like... I think I'm also some kind of in the team in this direction. Is like, I don't know if I want to heal 5 when he comes down. I want to like... But Restore, we have so many Restores. Maybe Restore is boring as well. But maybe it's also the 5/9. 5/9 is just like... As long as I don't put a lightsaber or something on it, the other one is not gonna. I mean, he's gonna care, but it's like
it's not scary.
It's not that scary, yeah. And of course, they use the 4. I mean, Maybe it comes all together, and I would be so glad if it actually does. Like there's a deck where he's like makes so much sense, and you're always gonna have 2 or 3 units out, and you just destroy everything that the other one is putting out, and the other guy is never gonna play Fell the Dragon or whatever, so they're never gonna take care of the Yoda. But right now, seeing this, I would so many times probably just prefer the home one. Other than this, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fair point.
Next one.
But I
No,
think
sorry.
it's still playable.
No, I think I mean the D tier list or the worst tier list here is not bad in the Ahsoka Tano sense of bad. It's like a Yoda unit, and I mean the 3-cost Yoda unit is fun and everything and is good. But now having a Yoda unit that comes down at 8 and is scary and is like, oh, now you're in big trouble, like the crate kind of style, would be so great for the Yoda deck. But I mean, he's okay. I mean, he's okay. Next.
Good. Yep.
The
It's
father. Is this gonna be the cheapest legendary?
yes, it is.
It's a unit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point. But it's a unit, but I don't see when or why you should put it in any deck.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's why I think.
Especially on 8, right? It's like
Yeah.
if this would come down as a 2-drop or 3-drop, I would agree. It's like I want to have to have the Force available all the time. But
Sure,
like 8,
but
5, 10.
I think it will never be played.
I agree.
Never.
I agree.
So yeah, that's why it's the cheapest legendary for me.
So next one. Precarious Predicament. You know the one?
Oh.
Return an enemy
No.
non-leader unit to its owner's hand unless its controller says it could be worse. If they do, you may play a card named it could be worse or it's worse from your hand or resources for free.
Bad but fun?
I'm not. Is it rare? No, it's not rare. I cannot change it.
No, it's uncommon. I think it's somehow fun, but it's just bad.
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it's one of those cards that I have in this tier list, like all the other ones. I don't think it's bad. I think the thing is the other one is just gonna always say it could be worse.
Yeah, sure.
And then like you either have the card in hand or you don't. I mean, if you really do have the card in hand, it is
What's
worse.
the card it's worth?
You can defeat a non-leader unit, and it costs 7,
okay.
I think.
Yeah, defeat and so stupid, but fun. But actually, it's
I
fun.
think I want to play a deck, and if you play in tournaments where you don't have the open deck list, you just put this in and not the it's worse. And the other one's always like thinking, does he have the card in? And like, I don't have the card in my deck. I don't care much.
Boom! But I still think it's bad.
Yeah. But
it's fun.
I mean, it's fun. Next one. HK 47. Hey, I don't think he's that bad. Where did you put that one in? It's a legendary. You don't have it in simply the best card. You already have 3 in there. I don't think it's bad. Do you have it in cheapest legendary?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I think that if I look at my tier list right now, I think this may be the worst pick. Because when I look at it, I think it's an okay-ish card. It's a Sith, as we mentioned before. It can be fun with the card you had at bad but fun there. But I think actually I think it was a mistake to put this there. Even especially if I look when I look at the father, that's just bad.
Should I put?
Oh yeah, but I had it at cheapest legendary.
The thing is, we cannot put it anywhere else. I mean, you could say like you were looking so much forward to a HK 47 card that you think this one is kind of disappointing, or we put it in simply the best card. I can stay there, I guess.
Yeah, has to. Yes.
I mean, the thing that I read the card and it's like, yeah, what does it do? But the thing that saves it is like it's a two drop, right? It's a 2/4,
Uh,
and you know you either take care of it or you don't. If you don't, it's gonna damage your base every now and then. I think that's all right. I mean,
yeah, 2/4 is actually not that bad. So yeah.
it's a Yaddle. Next one, Mythosaur.
Wait.
It's a
Oh, is a Mythosaur. It's a 9 cost 10/10 shielded. Friendly upgraded units can't be exhausted or returned to enemy hyper. Friendly leaders gains the Mandalorian. It's a legendary, so it has to be the cheapest legendary.
yeah. I think it's a unit. That's the thing that annoys me a little bit. I mean, it's not gonna be that
Yeah.
cheap. But you know, it's going into a blue Mandalorian deck. I don't know what's going on with this one. The Mandalorian trade has not been relevant so far. So is my leader a Mandalorian or not? It's kind of like whatever. A 10/10 for 9 shielded that doesn't do anything when it comes down is like meh. What really? And then the upgraded thing. It's like I see the ability makes sense and it can be strong. Like friendly upgraded units cannot be exhausted or returned to hand by enemy cards abilities. I mean. But then you want to have all the upgraded units, right? And turn or the 9 resource turn to make sure this doesn't happen anymore seems kind of late. It's like,
Yeah.
right, you play all the 3 drops, 4 drops, 2 drops, and you upgrade those. And it's like, I want those on the table. I want those on the board. And then like, if I get to 9 resources, I will put down the Mythosaur and then you cannot waylay them anymore. I'm like, really?
Boom.
Is that
Yeah.
is that the game plan? But I don't think the ability is
Yeah.
bad. Like it's a Chewbacca kind of ability. Himself, you can still defeat himself. Friendly upgraded units. So if you upgrade him, then he cannot be exhausted or returned to hand by enemy units either. I mean, that can still be defeated. That I think it's bad.
Exactly.
I think it's gonna be
I
bad.
think the Xylo Beast would be the better option. It also costs 9. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Sorry.
Next one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Do you want to say something?
Oh no. Next one. Oh, my Obi.
Do you have 2 in best leader?
Actually, I have.
That's cool.
I'm a big fan of 5 cost leaders,
Oh.
especially if they have 6 HP. I think that's great. I think the action is fantastic.
No.
Sure, you have to use a force token, but to give just an experience token to a unit and you don't have to pay a resource. I think it's fantastic. And then when he comes out at 5, he already can do something because you can give an experience token on attack, and I don't think that you will get rid of him that easily when he comes out. Sure, if the other person rammed and has a hard removal or whatever, sure, you get rid of him. And I think, I think he's great. He works very well. And also with all the new Force and Jedi cards, that's why I put him there on the best leader.
Hey, I agree, and I have to admit, I had him in the best leader as well, and then I saw your cards, and I was like, yeah, we don't need him twice in there.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, I think he's great. I like that. I like the 5 resource deploy as well.
Yeah.
And you know, he's gonna be like, is he aggressive? Is he not aggressive? He can be like both a little bit. I think he's great. I like him as well. I'm looking forward to playing him. Indeed.
And funny story, the Qui-Gon, I had it also in my top leaders or best leader list, but then I switched him for Anakin. But I think you have it in best leader as well.
Yeah, I put it in there right now.
There.
I hope. I have not played him yet. I have to make a deck in the next couple days. I think he can be so much fun. I think the trick of like, you know, I mean, yeah, you always want to attack probably, and then like taking it back, playing something. You know, I guess the basic trick of it is like paying one or like losing one resource or whatever. for like triggering more fun when played abilities, like ambush. Like you want to ambush like all the time with like, of course, under curve, but you play something on curve, then you take it back, and then you play something else under curve with a great when a played ability or an ambush ability. And I think this is gonna be fun to play around with and like experiment and like see what's possible.
I can fully agree on it, and I think it can also be a lot of fun in a double cunning deck, actually,
Yeah,
because you have so many when played
yeah,
effects now, also with Dooku, Ahsoka, uh, I don't body rock,
yeah. The bouncer. That's so
also
yeah. It's gonna be so annoying. Yeah,
Bouncer, Plo Koon, Mandalorian, whatever. You
yeah,
have so many options there to just be annoying as fuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah. You put a 5-drop out there, you ambush or whatever, you take it back, and you play a 4-drop. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
crazy or can be crazy.
I think it's one of the most interesting leaders, in my opinion, in the new deck.
Yeah.
I also think it's good, but I think it's so interesting to play it because you have many options.
On the non-deployment, it's just like you use the force or something, right? It's an action, and then you use the force or whatever.
Yeah, you use the force, return a friendly non-leader unit to its owner hand, play a non-villainy unit that costs less than the returned unit from your
Yeah.
hand for free.
Yeah, I think it's in the beginning I was like, man, does that make sense? But you can. I think the experimental value of this is just insane. You like can do so much stuff with 5 sets now, with so many when played abilities and ambush units and whatever. I think this is gonna be one to. We have to be able to play against that. I think. I don't know if it's gonna be like meta or whatever, but you need to be like so prepared to like what can Qui-Gon do next, because like he's gonna
Yeah,
have so many options every turn. I
fair
like
point.
him.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I can fully agree on this.
So, hey, I like
Very
our
good.
list. I like that Bad
Yeah,
But
actually,
Fun
I
has
do.
6 cards.
Yeah, because you put 4
Yeah, I
there.
put a lot in there. I agree. I guess so. But I mean, the game is fun, right? It's supposed to be fun. No, I like Bad But Fun cards.
Yeah, and I'm really interested to see how the meta will turn out in the new set. Sure, it's very, very, very early right now, but and how the cards will do that we put on this tier list here.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So,
yeah, I'm really interested. Actually, I think the most interesting is your Ahsoka Tano disappointing because I don't see it right now, but probably someone finds a deck or a strategy that makes her very interesting. But as you mentioned, it will be difficult, in my opinion. But I think it would be fun if we see some Ahsoka Thanos.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play her for sure in the like more fun tournaments, but I think it's gonna be very tough to see an Ahsoka Tano deck like in any top 8 PQs or whatever. But I mean, whatever. I mean, if yes, I'm gonna be happy. If
Yeah,
yes, I'm
yeah,
I'm gonna be more than happy to like remove her from the disappointing tier. But we'll see. Also the Yoda. I think the Yoda maybe even a tick more. I don't know. Nah, maybe both. Both the same. I like the
Both
disappointing
disappoint.
of the artwork of the Legacy one. I,
But yeah, and the card also sucks, in my
I know,
opinion.
I
But
agree.
uh,
Anywho,
uh, very well.
let us know what you think of our tier list, unconventional tier list, in the comments.
Yeah, great speech.
So, shall we next time we still play the old sets? Is that still what we're
Yeah,
doing?
we have to think about it. Right now, when we looked at all the set 5
I
cards,
mean, I have
we are
I
ready.
have a resistance fighter that gets +1/+1 when I put a pilot on there. Can we
Oh,
please
I'm already
can we
hyped.
not change now? let's just
Sure. Oh, okay.
let's just switch and start playing set 5 stuff after that one. I
Fair point.
would be so happy to if you would agree.
Yeah, I think it makes sense because I think all the people uh, aren't that much interested right now in set 4 games.
Yeah, I
But
guess
it's
so.
still fun. It's still a fun set. Much better than set 3.
Every chance he gets, he's mentioning it.
Yeah, I just trash on set 3.
Yeah. So anyway,
Great.
it was fun
Thank you very much.
as always.
Very fun. Interesting.
Take care.
See you. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.